We're going to run your test in a C3060 15 horsepower unit. This unit is actually our test lab unit, and it has a roll feed on it, so your inlet will look a little bit different. This is just because there's a roll feed on the back end, which, you know, yours would be without the roll feed. And this has a special hook on, so we can use it for our lab on various machines. So you'll just have the cyclone next to it. You sent me two different types of material. One, a longer strand material, which is pretty easy, and then a shorter strand, more fibrous material, which is right here. What I've done is I've broken this material down into, I'm first going to run a test on the small stuff, into two containers, both of which are containing 14 pounds of your material. A little over, no, it's not 14 pounds here. The total weight of it is 14 pounds, but the barrels weigh a pound and a half each, so it's around 12.5 pounds of material in each. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the machine, we're going to run it through, and you'll be able to see how it regrinds. And then I'm going to do a test of your material in actually a smaller machine, which we have them in different sizes, this size and this size, and a variety of others. And these are slow speed machines, and the benefit of these is you'll get less dust out of the machine. You won't get the same throughput rate, but you actually may get a better cut and less dust in it, so you might actually get more material to actually reuse in your process. And so I'll do both tests for you, send you videos and samples of each one. So I'm going to turn this off, start up the machine, and then we'll put in the first 12.5 pounds. Okay, to start this machine, again, this is the C3060. It's a fairly simple process. You press on the blower and the granulator. The granulator won't start if the blower's not on. And then these other buttons, like the roll feed, you won't use because it's a roll feed unit, but you will use a maintenance, which is a way to work on the machine while still getting power to certain areas of it. The blower we have in this is a much bigger blower than your unit, so this one's going to create a little more fluff and dust simply because the blower size. This is an oversized blower simply because we use it on different machines in our place, and it's twice the size of a normal blower for this unit. But I'll turn it on and we'll get the test going. That's your amp meter, granulator start. So she's all started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first container here and start loading her in through the front. So I just dumped the full 12 pounds in there. Using a 6mm screen on this for your test. Once it gets about 15 amps, I'll start loading in the second load of material. We've loaded in approximately 25 pounds of material. Now we're going to let her process through. And it's coming out over here. I'll give you a look at the regrind you're getting. I'll send you a bag of the regrind just so you can see how she's coming out, but it's coming out right right in this spot here. So I'm gonna let this run out. I'll take more pictures of the regrind and then I'll send it to you. Next I'm gonna test is what I have left over this material, which is right here. I'm gonna test it in a slow speed granulator, but effectively the machine she's processed all your material, 25 pounds, in roughly 3 minutes. So it's actually a pretty good throughput of your material through this system with a 6mm screen. The test is complete. I only ran it for about another minute and everything cleared its way out. Here's what your regrind looks like. You know, we can either go a higher screen or a lower screen, so there's a lot of varieties we can do, but I'll send the material to you, the results of it, so you can kind of take a look at it, and then I'll run it in a slow speed and you can compare the differences between the two machines on the quality of the regrind.